With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Right to the air is Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Lance going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown. Touchdown, New Orleans! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machine.
And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Ravens had 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Jackson options out left and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And you look at the Saints defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Jackson. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout his season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
48-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery,
touchdown! Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Saints 14, Ravens 3. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 34. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or 2 deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Now Lance. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Jackson on second down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38.
1st down, New Orleans.
Okay, break.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 10 yards out. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They're going option play on third down. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Blaster, stay.
Lance now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On second down, here's Lance. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ready.
Lance to throw on second down here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Claw, 10. Hut, hut.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Ravens 9. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Ravens 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And Lance is thrown into the hands of Pickens. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Lance on the bootleg. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st down, Saints.
Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And just shutting him off there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 60 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Ravens 23. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
DC ready?
To throw is Jackson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And quickly they get to the line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Watch out now. Safety, Fury. Fury, yellow. Hut.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Ravens 23.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now it's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle, complete. It's Fisher. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ready?
Here's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And Lance now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Got it.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Saints, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.